Gemini, in the next 47 seconds, I'm going to reveal something about what you make this person feel that will completely shock you. And I'm not talking about surface level attraction here. I'm talking about something so deep, so intense, that when I pulled the first card, I literally had to put it down and take a breath. Everyone thinks Gemini energy makes people feel confused or scattered, but actually, what you're doing to this person right now is creating the most powerful emotional awakening they've ever experienced. The cards are showing me something that happened within the last 72 hours that changed everything for them. I just pulled the death card for what you make them feel, and oh my God, Gemini, this is not what anyone would expect. Death is showing me complete transformation. You are literally making this person die and be reborn emotionally every single time they think about you. This isn't attraction. This is metamorphosis. The way you communicate, the way your mind works, the way you challenge every single thing they thought they knew about love and connection. You make them feel like their old self is dissolving. And here's what's crazy. They love it. They love how you make them question everything. They love how you make them think deeper than they ever have before. But wait, there's more to this death energy. This person feels like meeting you was the end of their boring, predictable emotional life. You represent the death of settling, the death of surface-level connections, the death of pretending to be someone they're not. You make them feel alive by making them feel like everything they were before you was just existing. The comments are already going wild and we're just getting started. Type rebirth. If you're feeling this death energy, because this person is literally being reborn through their feelings for you. Now let me tell you what death reversed would mean, because I need you to understand the full spectrum here. If this card was reversed, it would mean they're resisting this transformation you're bringing, but it's upright Gemini, which means they are fully surrendering to this metamorphosis you're creating in their emotional world. This person lies awake at night thinking about conversations with you from weeks ago. They replay every single word, every pause, every moment when your eyes met. You make them feel like they're discovering hidden rooms in their own soul that they never knew existed. The death card is also showing me something about timing. This person feels like their life is divided into two eras, before you and after you. Everything that happens now gets measured against the intensity of what you make them feel. You've become their emotional benchmark. And here's something that might surprise you even more. This person feels like you can see straight through them, not in a scary way, but in a way that makes them feel truly seen for the first time in their life. You make them feel transparent in the most beautiful way possible. The second card I'm pulling is going to show us what they wish they could tell you, and I have a feeling this is going to be even more intense than the death card. Are you ready for this? Oh wow, the Hermit. Gemini, this person wishes they could tell you that you make them want to go on a soul-searching journey with you. Not alone, but together. The Hermit usually represents solitary inner work, but in this context, they wish they could tell you that they want to explore the deepest parts of themselves while holding your hand. This is so beautiful and so unexpected. They wish they could say to you, I want to get lost in deep conversations with you at 3 a.m. I want to explore philosophy and dreams and fears and hopes until we forget what time it is. They want to tell you that your mind is like a labyrinth they want to spend their entire life exploring. The Hermit is showing me they wish they could tell you about this profound loneliness they felt before you came into their life. Not just regular loneliness, but soul loneliness. Like they were carrying a lantern looking for someone who could match their intellectual and emotional depth, and then you appeared. They want to tell you that conversations with you feel like coming home to a place they never knew existed. They want to tell you that your curiosity inspires their own self-discovery. When you ask them questions, it's not just small talk. It makes them dive deeper into who they are. The lantern in the Hermit card represents the light you bring to their inner world. They wish they could tell you that you illuminate parts of their personality that were hidden even from themselves. You make them braver about exploring their own depths. And here's the kicker. They wish they could tell you that they don't just want to be with you, they want to grow with you. They want to tell you that they see you as not just a partner, but as a fellow seeker, a fellow explorer of life's mysteries. This person has probably never felt this way before. They wish they could tell you that you've ruined them for surface-level connections forever. After experiencing the depth of what you make them feel, everything else feels like playing in shallow water when they've tasted the ocean. Type soulmate. If you're feeling this hermit energy because this person sees you as their spiritual and intellectual equal. Now I'm pulling a third card because the energy is just too intense to stop here. This is going to show us the hidden layer of what they feel but can't express yet. No way. The star. Gemini, this person sees you as their hope personified. After going through their death transformation and their hermit soul searching, you represent their guiding star toward their highest self. The star is showing me that this person feels like you appeared in their life at exactly the right moment. They feel like the universe conspired to bring you together. They look at you and feel hope for a love that's everything they dreamed of, but never thought actually existed. This card is making me emotional because the star represents wishes coming true. This person feels like you are their wish come true, but in a way they never expected. They didn't just wish for someone to love, they wished for someone who would challenge them, inspire them, make them better. The star is also about healing, and this person feels like you're healing parts of them they didn't even know were broken. Your energy, your mind, your way of seeing the world is like medicine to their soul. They feel more whole when they're around you. The water in the star card represents emotions flowing freely. Around you, they feel safe to be completely emotionally authentic. No masks, no pretending, no performing. You make them feel like they can pour out their heart, and it will be received with understanding. The 7 smaller stars around the main star represent the different aspects of themselves that you illuminate. Their creativity, their intelligence, their humor, their vulnerability, their dreams, their fears, their hopes. You make all of these parts of them shine brighter. They see you as their North Star, their guide toward becoming the person they're meant to be. This isn't codependency, this is inspiration. You make them want to be better not to please you, but because being around you makes them remember who they really are underneath all the layers they've built up. This star energy is also showing me that this person feels blessed to know you. Like genuinely grateful to the universe that your paths crossed. They feel like knowing you is a gift they don't take for granted. I'm getting chills because the star comes after the tower in the traditional tarot sequence, which means this person probably went through some major life upheaval before you appeared. You represent the hope that came after their world fell apart. The fourth card I'm pulling is going to blow your mind because it's going to show us what they're afraid to feel about you. This might be the most vulnerable layer yet. 8 of Swords. Oh my God, Gemini, this person feels mentally trapped by how much you mean to them. But this isn't a negative card in this context. It's showing me that they feel beautifully imprisoned by their own thoughts about you. They feel like they can't stop thinking about you, but they don't want to stop. It's like being trapped in the most beautiful prison ever created. Their mind has become completely occupied by you, and they're terrified of how good that feels. The 8 of Swords shows someone who's blindfolded and surrounded by swords, but if they took the blindfold off, they'd see the path to freedom. This person feels like if they admitted how deep their feelings go, it would either set them free or destroy them completely. They're afraid to feel the full intensity of what you do to them, because it would mean admitting that their life has completely changed course. They're afraid that if they let themselves feel everything, there's no going back to who they were before you. The swords surrounding the figure represent all the thoughts about you that keep them awake at night. Every memory, every conversation, every moment when you looked at them a certain way. These thoughts feel like they're cutting through their defenses. But here's what's beautiful about this card. The person in the 8 of Swords is only trapped by their own mind. This person you're affecting so deeply, they're only trapped by their fear of how much you mean to them. The prison is self-created. They're afraid to feel how much they want to text you right now. They're afraid to feel how much they replay every conversation. They're afraid to feel how much they've started planning their days around the possibility of seeing you. The Eight of Swords in this position is showing me that this person is having a complete mental revolution because of you. Everything they thought they knew about love, about connection, about what they wanted in life, it's all being questioned and rebuilt. They feel like their logical mind is at war with their emotional heart, and you're at the center of that battlefield. Their brain keeps trying to find reasons why this feeling is too intense, too fast, too much, but their heart keeps winning. This person is afraid to feel how much they want to know everything about you. Your childhood, your dreams, your fears, your favorite song at 2 a.m., the way you look when you first wake up. They want all of you, and that terrifies them. The fifth card is going to show us their secret fantasy about your connection. This is what they daydream about, but would never say out loud. Queen of Wands, Gemini, in their secret fantasies, they see the two of you as this powerful, dynamic duo. The Queen of Wands represents confident, passionate, creative energy, and they fantasize about both of you stepping into your full power together. They secretly dream about being your creative collaborator, your intellectual partner, your adventure companion. They fantasize about the two of you taking on the world together, not just being in love, but being unstoppable together. The Queen of Wands is passionate and bold, and this person secretly fantasizes about a relationship with you where both of you are completely authentic, completely bold, completely unafraid to take up space in the world. They dream about late-night conversations that turn into business plans. They fantasize about traveling together, creating together, building something meaningful together. They see you as someone who could match their ambition and inspire them to dream bigger. In their fantasies, you're not just romantic partners, you're power partners. They imagine the kind of relationship where you challenge each other to be better, where you celebrate each other's successes genuinely, where you build each other up instead of competing. The sunflowers in the Queen of Wands card represent how they fantasize about growing toward the light together. They dream about a love that makes both of you more vibrant, more confident, more alive. They secretly fantasize about being the couple that other people look at and think, I want what they have. Not because you're perfect, but because you're authentic and passionate and completely devoted to each other's growth. The black cat in the Queen of Wands represents their intuitive connection. They fantasize about being with someone who just gets them on a psychic level. Someone who can read their energy, who knows what they need before they ask for it. This person dreams about passionate conversations with you, passionate arguments with you, passionate makeups with you. They want intensity, they want fire, they want a love that burns bright instead of just existing safely. They fantasize about being your biggest supporter and having you as theirs. They dream about cheering each other on, about being proud to be associated with you, about being the person you call when something amazing happens. Members of my private community saw this Queen of Wands energy coming last week when I did the collective reading. The energy around Gemini has been building toward this passionate partnership dynamic. Let me pull one more card because I can feel there's something else this person is hiding about how you make them feel. Three of Cups. Oh wow, Gemini. This person secretly feels like you've brought celebration back into their life. The Three of Cups is pure joy, friendship, community, and celebration. This person feels like before you they were just going through the motions of living, but you make them feel like dancing, like celebrating, like there's something to be excited about again. You've brought the party back to their soul. The Three of Cups shows three figures raising their cups in celebration, and this person feels like you've introduced them to a version of themselves that knows how to truly celebrate life. You make them feel festive inside. They love how you make them laugh. Not just polite laughter, but deep belly laughs that make their sides hurt. You bring out their playful side that they thought they had lost somewhere along the way to being a responsible adult. This person feels like you've reminded them that life is supposed to be fun. That connection is supposed to feel like a celebration, not like work. That love is supposed to feel like the best party they've ever been to. The Three of Cups is also about community, and this person secretly hopes that you'll be the person they build their chosen family with. They fantasize about friend groups and dinner parties and holidays together. They feel like you would fit perfectly into their life, But not just fit, you would enhance everything. You would make their friendships better, their family gatherings more fun, their life more colorful. This card is showing me that this person sees you as someone who celebrates them. Finally, someone who doesn't just tolerate their quirks, but actually loves their weird sense of humor, their random interests, their spontaneous ideas. You make them feel worthy of celebration, like their thoughts are worth hearing, their dreams are worth supporting, their presence is worth celebrating. This is huge for them because they've felt invisible for so long. The Three of Cups energy means this person wants to introduce you to everyone important in their life. They want to show you off, not like a trophy, but like someone they're genuinely excited to share their world with. I'm getting emotional because this card represents pure happiness, and this person feels like you've given them permission to be genuinely happy again. Not just content, not just okay, but truly joyful. They secret fantasy is Sunday mornings with you that feel like celebrations, regular Tuesday nights that feel special because you're there. They want a love that feels like a constant low-key party between two people who genuinely enjoy each other. The comments are absolutely exploding right now. Everyone is feeling this celebratory energy. Type celebration if this Three of Cups energy is resonating with your situation. Now let me pull one final card to show us what happens next in this connection, because the energy is building towards something beautiful. The World. Are you kidding me right now? Gemini. The World card is showing me that this connection with this person represents completion for both of you. Not completion like ending, but completion like finally finding what you've been searching for your whole life. The World represents the end of a journey and the beginning of a new cycle, and this person feels like meeting you completed something in their soul they didn't even know was incomplete. This is the most positive card in the entire tarot deck, and it's showing me that what you make this person feel is like they've finally arrived home. Not just found someone to love, but found their person, their match, their other half that makes them feel whole. The dancing figure in the World card represents the joy this person feels when they think about a future with you. They feel like they could dance through life if you were beside them. The four corners of the World card represent stability in all areas of life, and this person feels like you could bring balance to their emotional world, their mental world, their spiritual world, and their physical world. The World is showing me that this person doesn't just want you in their life. They want to build a whole world with you. They want to create something together that's bigger than both of you individually. This card represents achievement and success, and this person feels like being with you would be the greatest achievement of their life. Not because they're incomplete without you, but because together you would create something extraordinary. The World energy means this person sees forever potential with you. Not in a scary way, but in an exciting way. They can envision growing old with you and still finding new things to discover about each other. They feel like you represent everything they've been unconsciously searching for. The mental stimulation, the emotional connection, the spiritual alignment, the physical attraction. You check every box they didn't even know they had. The World card completion energy means this person feels like their life makes sense now. Like all the heartbreaks, all the wrong relationships, all the lonely nights were preparing them to recognize real love when it showed up. This is giving me chills because the World represents cosmic alignment. And this person feels like the universe moved heaven and earth to bring you into their life at exactly the right moment. So Gemini, let me tell you what this all means. This person you're thinking about feels transformed by you. You make them feel like they're becoming the best version of themselves. You make them feel hope, celebration, completion, and most importantly, you make them feel deeply seen and understood. What they wish they could tell you is that you've changed their entire perspective on what love can be. They wish they could tell you that you're not just someone they're attracted to, you're someone who's helping them remember who they really are underneath all their defenses. The cards are showing me that this energy is building towards something beautiful. The World card doesn't lie. This connection has serious long-term potential if both of you are brave enough to be vulnerable with each other. Your Gemini energy of curiosity, communication, and intellectual depth is exactly what this person's soul has been craving. You're not too much for them. You're exactly enough. The universe is conspiring to bring you two together in a deeper way. Trust the process, trust your instincts, and most importantly, trust that you deserve a love that celebrates every aspect of who you are. If you want to know what happens next in this connection, you know where to find me. The energy around Gemini is absolutely electric right now, and I'll be diving deeper into your romantic future all week long. Subscribe now. Your love life is about to get very interesting, and you don't want to miss what's coming next. The next 30 days are going to be absolutely crucial for your romantic future. Type Gemini Magic in the comments if you're feeling this energy because something major is about to shift in your love life, and I want to make sure you're prepared.